Tahun awal 70-an, berapa ramai rakyat Malaysia yang ada kelulusan peringkat ijazah sarjana tinggi dalam bidang kejuruteraan nuklear dalam tu?
Katanya saya yang pertama.
Saya juga. Saya nak tepuk tangan kalaupun tak ada can.
Yalah, ikut rekodnya gitulah. Ya. Tapi banyak yang follow me after that. Ya.
Tujuan saya tanya tu Tan Sri kerana bila saya baca sejarah infrastruktur elektrik negara sejak zaman sebelum merdeka, kerana penjajah ni dia tak pedulikan kita, dia nak ambil hasil negara aja. Jadi dia tak fikir pemusatan, kampung-kampung inklusif dan sebagainya. Tapi bila CEB saya rasa mula-mula tu, kemudian jadi LLN tu, dia sedar antara perkara utama selain pada perbelanjaan infrastruktur, dia perlukan bakat dan kemahiran tempatan. Daripada board atau lembaga itu diketuai oleh orang putih, nak dijadikan orang kita, dan kemudiannya tentulah jurutera. Jadi bila Tan Sri berjaya dapat kelulusan-kelulusan terbaik di London dan sebagainya ini, dan kemudian balik, tentunya awal 70-an tu Tan Sri telah pun bukan saja menerajui kemahiran dalam bidang tenaga di Malaysia, tapi mungkin juga di rantau ini.
Ya, tapi tumpuan saya pada masa itu, walaupun saya balik 73 jadi staf Lembaga Letrik Negara, tetapi diberi biasiswa untuk melanjutkan pelajaran di peringkat PhD.
Okay.
Yes, that's history. And I came back. Saya balik pada Julai tahun 77.
Okay.
77. Tapi dah belum balik lagi, saya telah pun dipinjamkan oleh Lembaga Letrik Negara untuk membantu membangunkan pusat penyelidikan atom Tun Ismail di Bangi. Dah pindah ke Bangi. Daripada Sungai Buloh original itu. Tapi bila saya balik itu dah pindah. Saya pergi meneroka sendirilah kawasan tapak Puspati di Bangi itu dulu masa tu. Dan saya mula terus berkhidmat, walaupun on paper saya mula dengan
LLN,
Lembaga Letrik Negara yang later on become TNB pada 1973.
Okay.
Tapi itu on paper aja. Tapi sebab saya study leave kan. Okay. Tapi bila balik terus dipinjamkan ke Puspati, dan saya dengan Puspati selama lebih kurang 10 tahun. 10 tahun membangunkan, become according to seorang wartawan NST pada masa itu, Ko Eng Lee. Okay. Dia tulis, dia kata ini bidan kepada
nuklear negara ni,
nuklear di
penyelidikan nuklear Malaysia,
melahirkan the first nuclear fission chain reaction sustain in Malaysia.
Tan Sri, nak curi sikit kebijakan pengalaman Tan Sri itu, dengar syarahan Profesor Queen's Mary University dan sebagainya. Pada waktu itu pun perdebatannya adalah dengan kehendak negara-negara dunia yang semakin proses industrialisasi tu, 70-an kan, 60-an Jepun, kemudian negara-negara lain 70-an, semuanya memerlukan tenaga elektrik yang banyak. So nuklear dilihat sebagai yang paling cost efektif.
Betul, itulah historinya. Saya dibenarkan untuk to pursue my PhD, buat PhD dalam bidang nuclear engineering, kerana pada masa itu LLN ada orang akan pergi ke tenaga nuklear. Tetapi dalam tempoh beberapa tahun semasa saya buat PhD pun, dan lepas tu terutamanya berlaku 3 Mile Island, berlaku
banyak tragedi lah,
Chernobyl, yang besar-besar lah, later on Fukushima. Jadi dengan sendirinya nuklear itu sebagai option untuk
kerisauan itu pada maklum malas rakyat.
Ya, basically.
Tapi dalam aspek teknologinya, pemikiran sebagai seorang jurutera, dan
it is still, sekarang ni masih tenaga nuklear digunakan, tapi penerimaan rakyat tu yang harus dipertimbangkan. Jika ada negara yang pada masa itu telah pun menggunakan tenaga nuklear, dan ada pembangkang mengatakan kalau kami dipilih kita akan tutup semua
Kerana ketakutan rakyat.
Dan government bertukar. Tapi bila dia jadi government, dia tak boleh tutup juga.
Tujuan
jadi masalah itu yang penerimaan masyarakat penting untuk
tujuan saya tanya tu juga, mungkin tak ramai yang melihat Tan Sri bila dengar ni macam nampak Tan Sri very academic, professor ya, kos PhD awal dalam kedutaan nuklear sebagainya. Tapi Tan Sri juga seorang tokoh korporat yang hebat. Jadi saya nak pinjam pengalaman tu.
Beginilah, saya walaupun train as a nuclear engineer, balik bekerja sebagai research officer di Puspati, tapi dengan sendirinya, because keperluan pemimpin dalam bidang pengurusan institusi dan sebagainya, saya cepat kira naik pangkat. Dan tak boleh lagi nak pegang skru dan dirty my hand sebagai engineer.
Pemikiran.
Managing the organisation dan sebagainya. So di situ mungkin negara kehilangan, bukan saya saja, banyak lagi yang ikut saya tu, tenaga mahir pakar dalam bidang nuklear, tetapi kita berhijrah ke bidang lain. In my case, berhijrah ke bidang yang berkaitan juga, tapi lebih kepada kepimpinan, management dan to manage organisation, manage people and so on. Jadi itulah, walaupun saya di Puspati itu dalam tempohnya lebih kurang 10 tahun, tapi 3,5 tahun daripada tahun 85 hingga 88, saya dipinjamkan ke IEA dan ditugaskan sebagai regional coordinator for IEA project in Asia and Pacific. Saya berpusat di Jakarta. Saya duduk di Jakarta 3,5 tahun managing. But there again is about leadership, is about managing people and so on. So it became an asset for me lah, basically, developing my own
Pemikiran global juga lah.
in a way.
I think you the best person untuk saya tanya soalan ni, Tan Sri. Like, bila kita masuk ke peringkat pengurusan, perkataan cost datang. Kerana ada untung rugi, ada balance sheet, ada penyata untung ruginya. Macam mana Tan Sri melihat, niat sucinya, siapa pun yang memimpin Malaysia, kita nak beri tenaga kepada semua orang, setiap rakyat, industri pun boleh dapat, ni boleh dapat. Tapi dalam dunia yang semakin dihimpit pelbagai isu sekarang, termasuklah bekalan sumber tenaga, tentunya imbangan kos tu. Bagaimana Tan Sri melihat? Nuklear dulu orang nak, ramai yang nak bukan pasal dia suka sangat dan tak takut pada tragedi yang berlaku, tapi cost efektif. Dan kita tahu sejarah, sama ada dia LLN, Lembaga Letrik ke, atau TNB kemudiannya, pergantungan kita kepada minyak dan gas, termasuklah arang batu, agak tinggi. Dan dalam era sekarang nak semua bersih dan hijau ni, itulah tak. Tapi faktor kos dahulu, Tan Sri. Nak jana kuasa.
Ya, saya terlibat secara langsung apabila berlakunya the National Blackout tahun 96, Ogos 96. Saya masa tu ketua pengarah SIRIM.
Okey, saya ingat ya.
Saya masa tu dah 7,5 tahun di SIRIM, dipindah daripada Puspati ke SIRIM, and did what I did, happily build up SIRIM dan sebagainya. Tiba-tiba blackout berlaku, saya dipanggil, mula diarah untuk pergi memulihkan keadaan dan lead become the executive chairman, pengurusi eksekutif Tenaga Nasional. So those issues yang Cik Kamrul sebut tu penting, tapi yang penting sekali pada saya, and I told beritahu semua staff masa tu in open, the first town hall kita kata sekarang ni, that istilah town hall. The first thing I say is that whatever it is, at all costs, lights must be on.
Tak ada pilihan.
Saya kata, the juice, we must keep the juice flowing. Yeah, and that was my motto at that time. Irrespective of cost, we have to bring back power because the nation needs power. But as a listed entity, by that time TNB dah jadi a listed entity, we had to take care of the numbers. Finally, we are a listed company. They expect returns on investment, and so we have to manage in a way. But that balance between deliver,
keep the juice flowing,
and so on, but at the same time make enough money. We need to have the government, but we also understand that the government also have got this problem about public acceptance in terms of tariff dan sebagainya. So it is that balance. Alhamdulillah, I managed, as I said, during my time as CEO and chairman of Tenaga, I managed to keep the lights on and keep the ship afloat.
Okay. One of the reason for the blackout, the argument waktu tu saya ingat lagi, saya baru jadi wartawan, adalah the lack of foresight in infrastructure preparation. Macam mana Tan Sri melihat tu, kerana menuju ke depan, kalau kos macam mana pun, tapi nak tenaga banyak ni, kena ada infrastruktur dan banyak ni.
Benda ni benar lama lah, tapi kalau to be frank, there were a few circumstances that became sort of led to what actually happened. The first is the fact that we went from LLN to TNB.
1990, right?
1990, 1st September 1990. LLN, all the decisions about planting up and financing is made in that boardroom of Lembaga Letrik Negara. That board make all the decisions because it's a government.
Correct.
NEB is government agency. But come 1st September, the board is about running the company as a commercial entity. The decisions on planting up and so on has been taken away. Is now with government, with EPU.
I see.
So there were
mismatch.
So there were delays in the award and so on. Because the decision is now made somewhere else. So TNB at that point in time do not have sekarang pun. Now decision is at Energy Commission together with the committee, Jawatan Kuasa Perancangan, JPET semua tu, which is correct because now this is a commercial entity. It's not government anymore. Although government has a stake, but more to ensure that it is run properly as a GLC. So those changes took time to now hopefully everything is now running. But in 1996 is from 1990 to 1996, so these adjustments were happening.
Okay.
So maybe one of the factors that led finally to insufficient generation capacity and some other factors that led to the blackout was.
So your homecoming to TNB 1996 because of the crisis, how long did that last, and what is one thing, if you look back, that you, because before that you were never really in TNB, you were known everywhere.
I have my staff number. That's all. And I was reinstated as an LLN retiree when I came back because I never left TNB. I never left.
Officially, you are LLN still.
So I'm a LLN retiree. Tapi when I came back, Alhamdulillah, the management at that time, which I am now head of management, saya kata ada 7 keturunan bawah dah saya lah. Saya ni duduk di bawah tapi saya yang paling atas. I was class of 67 kat Malay College. Tapi yang class 66 pun ada, class 65 pun ada. Because LLN has been sending students, including from Malay College, to go to UK since the early 60s. So I have 7 keturunan. working under me, who are more senior, who say,
Correct.
tengoklah apa dia boleh buat. Tapi alhamdulillah, because of my nature because of the pressure at that time that we need to
Deliver.
and maybe because of the management training I got at SIRIM, how to manage organization. Maybe, all these factors enable me to bring them together, work as a team, and within 6 months, I thought I have a good team working in TNB, really to restore back the confidence of the public, of the government in the ability of TNB to deliver that service that is needed. And alhamdulillah, I told my wife, saya cakap dengan isteri, give me 6 months at the beginning lah, give me 6 months. Then because I was coming back late, but after 4 years, the 6 months have not ended. Why? Because I was enjoying the job. Visit down, everywhere. And we took over also Sabah Electricity in 1998, I think. We took over
Sabah Electricity Board.
From Lembaga Letrik Sabah menjadikan Sabah Electricity Berhad. That was during my time.
With great power comes great responsibility. Dan Malaysia industrialisasi 80-an tu giat, awal 90-an dan sebagainya, proton, whatever. So tentunya sebagai satu-satunya pembekal utama tenaga elektrik di Semenanjung dan kemudiannya di Sabah, itu jutaan pengguna dan tentunya perolehan tahunan pun tinggi. So Tan Sri kena uruskan jumlah pendapatan yang masuk mungkin berbilion dah pada masa itu pun dan jumlah yang keluar. Tentunya Tan Sri melihat we have to do some good from this revenue. It's our responsibility. How do you look at it then?
Well, now I'm just looking back. Looking back.
With hindsight.
The fact of the matter is, I was never trained as an accountant. I
Correct.
was an engineer.
Yes.
And I went to SIRIM. My accountant is there in the Ministry of Finance. Just
outside, not inside.
Put up what we require. They will give the budget. It's our job to run it and so on and so forth. But when I come to Tenaga, all of a sudden I have to raise my own finances. I mean TNB. I remember going to New York Stock Exchange. To raise. We raised a Yankee bond. Century bond. 100 years maturity.
Wow.
and so on. So it's new. But I have good people. They are good accountants, good finance people
dalam
in TNB already at that time, because Tan Sri Arop has already been running the organization and so on. So I just build up on what he did, including the other side we can talk later, which is about the university and Unit 10 and so on and so forth. That is, to me, the man responsible is actually Tan Sri Arop. I built upon it. He was.
So where do you think the future will be for Malaysia? As somebody who has been looking at it for decades. just your own thinking. I'm sure you think about the future a lot.
Yeah. It is something that needs to be managed. The fact that there are countries that is moving and there are technology solutions that can lower down cost and maybe can demonstrate that it is more safe, inherently safer, and so on. It's about managing that, and there are developments that is happening. For example, you can't run away from the fact that solar is only good 4 or 5 hours a day.
Dan teknologi penyimpanan elektrik
the best is coming up. Now there are technologies that are developing that will make
storage,
the solar that electric that is generated can be stored in systems that can make the delivery over longer hours.
Tan Sri, okey, tapi rakyat ni dengan media sosial dia makin banyak tahu benda, dan kita semua tahu di Malaysia ni kita nak bina pusat data centers. Dan di seluruh dunia pun, kalau bila masuk X ke Facebook ke, dia dah global. Langsung global. Jadi perdebatannya adalah pusat-pusat data ni pakai banyak elektrik. Tapi kita nak bawa masuk banyak, tapi kita pun sedang memikirkan, belum menyelesaikan masalah bekalan dan harga. Kerana kalau permintaan tinggi, supply and demand. Kalau permintaan tinggi kerana ada pusat-pusat pengalian data, tentunya harga akan naik.
Well, I leave the thinking and the balancing to those in charge at the moment.
Okay.
I am
But it's something to consider.
bystander. Yeah, these are issues that need to be there. And to answer your question, to be fair, really got to sit down and look at the numbers, look at the data. Just it's not back. Because my knowledge of the system and so on, maybe is now 10, 20 years behind. Because I was in charge of TNB in 96 to 2000.
Waktu tu minyak dan gas kan utama.
Yeah.
Untuk
And a little bit of hydro.
Yeah.
We don't even have coal at that time.
Betul.
The coal came after me as well. In fact, yes, I was involved in setting up, planning for and setting up a Manjung. And later on, I was from the other side as well. When I was chairman of Zealand and so on, we built Tanjung Bin and so on. That came later, after my time as CEO, chairman of Tenaga.
Datuk, Tan Sri, before we close, just social media suka tanya, media sosial suka tanya soalan ni. Kalau ada satu teknologi yang akan mempengaruhi tenaga dan penggunaannya untuk masa depan, what is that one thing for you that you would be so interested? If it is called tomorrow, you would go and see that forum or that talk.
Well, at the moment, the promise of hydrogen is one of the...
Blue hydrogen.
Green. Whichever lah. But that is one possibility. But I just saw China that is trying to build big solar station up there and beam the power down. How to do that, I do not know.
Wireless transmission. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are technologies. But seeing how technology has developed in the last, let's say, decade, as I said, I was in university using the slide rule. Even without, I have only one computer when I was doing my PhD.
Okay.
And that computer is used by about 5,000 students. NCL. And you put in your
Steve Jobs
deck of cards and hope the result come out tomorrow. And then keluar just one sheet aja, syntax error. And then you have to redo again. But that was time. Now everybody carries a computer.
Mini computer.
Yeah. So times have changed. Yeah.
Okay.
So that goes back to this other facet lah. It's about the talent. The children of today
mesti meneruskan.
Have got opportunities.
Okay.
I think.
Nasihat terakhir kerana Tan Sri yang keluarkan point hujah itu. Tan Sri pergi pertama kali ke luar negara untuk melanjutkan pelajaran. Waktu tu Perdana Menteri pertama. Tan Sri pulang selesai PhD, sudah masuk Perdana Menteri ketiga saya rasa. 78.
Saya pergi Perdana Menteri kedua Tun Razak.
Dah Tun Razak dah? Bukan 68?
68.
You pergi first time 68 kan?
Ya.
So, you balik dah bertukar. Tapi apa pun lah, Tan Sri berkhidmat di bawah pelbagai pemerintahan negara. Daripada 60-an tu, waktu pergi belajar, pulang 70-an, 80-an, 90-an, 2000, balik masuk Suruhanjaya Tenaga dan sekarang. Apakah satu perkara positif yang Tan Sri lihat lah? Apa pun pentadbirannya, apa pun masyarakatnya untuk Malaysia?
Well, we have a unique society. Yeah? The tolerance level among the people and so on is, other countries
Amazing.
Already fighting. But in our case, somehow we live together peacefully. And to me, that is the biggest heritage that hopefully we can preserve and continue to preserve. And we may go back to our home and live our own life. The Chinese will live their life, the Indian will live their life. But we come to work, just one team. Yeah? That is to me the beauty about this country. Yes, I have worked from when I came back is already Tun Hussein.
Yeah.
But I've worked under all the prime ministers until now.
Correct.
Because I although I've been out into the private sector, but still my private sector is still related to government. And I've been until today. So I've worked. But the main thing is, personally for me, I have remained apolitical.
Okay.
I've never, I'm not a politician.
Nation first.
Nation first. I just need me, I can serve.
Tan Sri, on behalf of Ngopi at Channel 10, terima kasih kerana khidmat berdekad-dekad untuk negara. Dan Tan Sri dah buktikan bahawa jika niat kita untuk membantu masyarakat dan negara, apa pun yang lain itu, apa pun perubahan musimnya, niat murni itu pasti boleh dicapai. Sekian, terima kasih kerana menonton Ngopi at Channel 10 bersama dengan Tan Sri, Insinyur Dr. Tajuddin Ali, dan dia masih beriman, dia joint chair of MITE. I help MITE from time to time, and you can still find them in Cyberjaya. So, terima kasih banyak, dan insyaAllah kita akan kembali dalam program dan isu-isu yang lain pula. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you.